punch and kick, waka waka. Hey, what's up, Moose? Let's go to the traffic yeller. You know, that kind.
And you did a lot of those shows, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and you were promoting for the other show.
Yeah. Oh. Doing a satellite tour. You sit in a little room.
Oh, you're right.
You're on with the lizard. Who's the lizard? You know, these wacky character type heads.
Yeah.
But this is he. You know.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
Yeah, it's like.
It's a whole different world.
Come down to see the Pope, man. It's cool.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Were
you like, before you, I guess, you know, hit it big, were you like a big fan of Howard's? Because you're from New York, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a big I'm not up early ever, you know. But actually, when I started doing the show, it's more when I started listening to his show because I was up early, you know.
Right.
And that's what I would just have it tuned to.
Right. Before that, you were up late doing clubs and stuff.
Right. You know, I'd get home by the time he was coming into work.
Right.
But that's when I really started listening to it, and that's when it really started making me laugh.
Yeah.
It's the past couple of years.
Jon Stewart's out there. John, if you want to come in, but I have no time to talk to you.
We're busy.
We're very busy. I'm in the middle of talking about my book. Jon Stewart's the guy whose career is going horribly. He's now playing Caroline. Remember he had a TV show and everything?
This is his return.
Yeah, he's doing
stand-up comedy.
Yeah, he's doing real bad now.
Really? I thought he had a couple movie deals or something.
Not really. That's just hype put out by his PR guy. It's over, Johnny. It's over. Are you reading the book?
I'm very upset about it.
What are you upset about the book?
Howard, please, you know what I'm talking about. How could you say that? I'm not a dickless wonder.
Yeah. It's my third book.
It's very funny.
Thank you. Did you read any of the book? Did you actually?
Just
You're just getting it out there?
I was reading it there. Very funny.
I didn't mean to keep you waiting, and I don't mean to give you short shrift, but I'm much too busy talking about myself.
I know the Caroline thing's very important.
But I wanted to get you in to do a plug because I feel. First of all, John is a funny guy.
Yes.
Always enjoyed John. I saw John.
You even liked him on MTV.
Liked him on MTV. I told him it was a bad move.
That's right.
Was I the one who told him?
I believe you were the one.
The truth hurts. I said to John,
I watched that tape.
Don't leave MTV.
Right.
You got a good thing on MTV.
And he would not listen. Headstrong.
I said they'll run any piece of crap on MTV, even if you get no ratings. Didn't I say that?
You're doing fine. Stay where you are.
People are starting to say, hey, he's a hip young guy. He's the new Letterman, this and that, the other thing. All kinds of compliments.
Was good.
He went on in syndication. Paramount came and said, oh, you're the hip young guy. Put you on in syndication. In syndication, they put him on 2 in the morning. Couldn't find an audience for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Not here to knock a guy when he's down, but couldn't find him. Wasn't that good? And then, and he had a nice little show on MTV. That's where he should have been.
Yeah.
And you could have branched out from there. You could have done various specials.
I could have done a lot of things.
Yeah, you could have hosted a dance show.
Exactly.
And I begged you.
I could have dressed like a black guy and talked like one.
Right.
I could have done the whole thing.
I begged you not to go on there.
You did.
And you did. And you went and did it because you got, I guess they offered you some money. Exactly. But money isn't everything. This is what I try to tell Jackie. That, yeah, you know, you got to have a platform to show yourself off. Mm-hmm. Robin, Fred, and myself do recognize this. We recognize that this is our show. This is our forum. Exactly. We're happy with it. I could have gotten a late night show. You know I was courted. Read my book. I was courted by big networks.
I'm telling you. You should.
But I know that my bread is buttered here.
Really?
Of course. I'm not going to walk away from it just for some guy's 13-week. He's going to try me out. Yeah. He's going to give me a 2-year contract, but for 13 weeks he tries you out, and then he pays you off, and you're over with.
That's true.
I'm smart.
Well, maybe I'll come to radio. The Grease Man can't last forever.
The Grease Man was over with 2 years ago. Guy's awful. Don't even bring up that name.
What name?
I'll tell you one thing, John. Did you ever nail Tony Katane? He did. He went out with her. Right. That killed me.
That's true?
I think I could have gotten Tawny.
Oh, I know you could have.
I know. Even Robin, you're usually tough on me.
I usually tell you can't, but she was hot for you.
I know. How is she? She awesome?
She's
was she your girlfriend for a while?
Very
seriously?
Intelligent, funny woman.
Was she your girlfriend for a while? Seriously?
Sorry? We went out a couple of times. Did you? Very lovely woman.
God.
Did you sleep with her?
Sorry, Robin?
You heard me.
I can't. What chapter is that?
You did, didn't you?
Tawny? We never sleep. We would put on rock music.
You and OJ shared her.
We would just dance.
You were close to OJ.
We would just dance at night.
John was on a roll for a while. All the chicks.
Because I would see him linked with models.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Remember the good old days? Now I got what I'm going to do, a game show. I get
a little short guy all of a sudden getting famous. The dangerous thing.
Oh, and all I would do is call up my friends from high school every night.
And you know what he did? He just he did what any single guy would have done. What I would have done if I, of course, wasn't in my circumstance. He got to nail everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything he got to nail everybody. True,
Really,
it's true. It really is true.
It's
You went to every party.
Stronger. Well, I finally got invited. You know, as a stand-up comic, you don't get invited to those parties. You
And
know,
now
it's a new
your
thing.
life is obviously
Now I
upside
hang out
down.
with, you know,
now you're famous with no job.
I see Gilbert downtown. You know,
Right.
I see him walking by diners.
What are you going to do,
We
man?
just pass each other.
You could be over. This is it. Do you have a movie deal?
Yeah.
What movie will you be in? Is there actually a movie being made, or you just have some sort
I
of
just
development
finished one,
deal?
actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What
It's
is the
called
movie?
Wishful Thinking for Miramax. And that's the
Who's
company
in
that
it?
Who's in it with you?
Drew Barrymore and Jennifer Beals. And May.
Oh dear.
I know.
Who's your co-star?
What do you mean?
Drew Barrymore?
And Jennifer Beals and James LeGros.
You couldn't, luck your way into
that to
some kind of a Tom Hanks film.
Has Drew Barrymore ever been in a hit movie?
No, not
Sure
on her
she
own. I
has.
mean, she was in that
Oh, yeah,
Batman
you're right, she was in
thing, but
Batman.
Right.
hardly.
She was awful in it.
Well,
She
you
was
know
in a
what?
hit movie, E.T.
She's
Yeah.
a nice woman.
You should have gotten her when she was a kid. Yeah.
Believe me, I did the best I could. I got Henry Thomas though, so that was, you know, he was the kid that was in with her.
Do the implants feel natural on Tony? Does Tony?
On Tony?
Tony doesn't have implants.
I don't know.
I think those are implants.
I don't
Oh, you
know.
do?
Well, we just went to Bible study together. We never actually got in. You know.
Did you drink with Drew Barrymore? She fun to drink with?
She don't. Did she drink?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, so
I
you
drank
did a movie.
alone. As
Oh,
soon
so
as
you
the show
got
was
something going on, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, good.
You know, every now and again.
You're a talented guy. I saw him on Letterman tonight. He killed. He was very funny and everything. Things didn't go his way. That's all.
Yeah. What are you doing up there, late?
I had it on tape.
Yeah, they made this thing called the VCR.
This thing is,
Yeah,
is
I won.
tremendous.
Thank you.
Who's suing? Somebody's coming out to the Miss America time?
Here's what's happening with that. The Miss America pageant has said they were waiting to see the book.
Now, have they seen it?
I don't know. The book's only been out for a day.
I don't think they'll have a problem with it.
I tell you, I did like the
I think
other
they'll be
part that I
fine.
read was the introduction.
Did you like that?
That was hysterical.
Thank you. I wrote
was
that last.
hysterical.
Yeah.
That was very
Thank
funny.
you.
That's what I just read as I was sitting
See, I can
there.
be funny, Robin.
Yeah, when you're not
Talking about you.
me.
Yeah.
This my favorite thing is the last line.
What, let me see what I wrote.
Yeah, this part right here.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Kathy Lee?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
that
that isn't the last line actually. That's why. But I knew everyone would like that. That's my dad, by the way, in a bathing suit.
Everybody's got a picture of that of their dad
In a bathing
So he's
suit?
dressed almost like a woman.
As a woman, really?
Yeah, where it's
I
like,
thought I was the
your
only
mother
one.
and I were bored, and one night we went a little crazy.
I was reading the internet. Most people, the pictures they like best is my dad in the bathing suit from 1950, whatever that was, and Jackie's ass.
Yes, I would have to say that has to be
Wait a
hit.
minute. Where's
All the
Jackie's
color
ass?
photos. Big hose, little nose seems to be the big favorite. And
That's
Fred
a great
dressed as a
one.
woman because he's the sexiest thing on the planet.
Fred looks joyful.
Hey, John, you want to see? Hey, wait, give me the book. I'll show you some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Wait. First of all, can you tell who's who?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You
I mean,
can.
I could, yeah.
You can tell who's in drag?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me see if you
All
can
right.
tell. Because John knows the show.
All right, this is okay. That's Jackie.
Yeah.
That's Fred.
Let me see. Yeah.
That's Billy.
Is he right? I can't see what he's over.
So far,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I can't see either.
now he's just
That's
elimination.
B. Arthur.
You wouldn't know that. That's Scott the engineer.
Okay,
you wouldn't
I
know him.
didn't
Yeah.
know who that was.
Nobody knows who he is.
Gary. I'm not sure who the black woman is.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see.
Me, you know.
and,
Okay. Who's that?
Mom.
Who is that? You don't know who that is.
So you can't tell.
You can't tell who everyone is.
And that's John.
All right, very good.
All right.
John's a hot
finally
chick.
got it.
All right. It wasn't easy though.
Without process of elimination.
Exactly. Without process of elimination, I wouldn't be able to do it. By the way, Fred, you look very nice
Thank
in
you,
that. And
Mom.
I'm not just.
And I want to show you a picture of.
You look
hold
very
on.
nice in it.
This is the one they like. Big hose, little nose. That was one of the alternate book
Yeah,
covers.
that's a great one. If we'd had that kind of budget for our TV show, I tell you, I'd still be there.
I didn't have this kind of
If
budget
we
for
had
my
that
book.
morphing technology.
Please.
When do you have the time to do this stuff?
I didn't. I didn't have it at all.
No summer.
Nope.
That's why he took so little time to think of the people he worked with.
That's right.
When he
Is it hurting you?
wrote
Is it
right off the
painful to
top
read
of
that?
his head?
Be quiet already. Give it a rest.
For a second.
Yeah. I consider you too much. Love you too much.
It works.
My love for you gets in the way
Right, you're tripping
of good
over
journalism.
it.
I'm tripping over my love for you.
He couldn't just write a love note. He had to put in.
Exactly.
I didn't ask for a love note, just a little truth.
There's no.
No,
truth
her
in
problem
that.
isn't that I didn't love her. She says, is that true? Fred, she says I didn't do it.
What happens when the coworkers sue you too? Because everybody, is there anybody who doesn't?
We already have lawsuits against each other.
Everybody.
No, the Miss America pageant is now deciding whether I'm aligning them, and if so, then they'll slap an injunction on, and then this is what I assume they would try to do, and try.
Well, I confuse this with the pageant constantly.
Yeah, don't you? Yeah, you would think that that's me. You would
Everyone
think,
wants to sue you. Has that woman who spilled coffee on herself in McDonald's sued you?
yeah, she got in touch with me. That's right.
Up there and find out. Howard spilled coffee on me.
She spilled coffee on my
It's
book
gotta
and it melted.
stop.
Anyway, John, you let's see. Let's review what we've discussed so far.
I'm a loser.
You're a loser.
Should have stayed on MTV.
Should have stayed on MTV.
Use the show to get
Your
laid.
film's gonna bomb. Use the show to get laid.
No future.
Right.
Nice man.
And Tony has
Threw
implants.
me nice man though. He did throw me nice man.
Now you're a funny guy. You are. In fact, just so I saw you doing a whole bunch of your shtick with Letterman. It was really good. And listen, he had a tough break. He was up.
Well, television is tough.
But I'm coming back, man. Jon Stewart's Party Machine.
Are you
You'll see it.
Party Machine dance show?
Just going to be a dance show, me and Nia Peebles, and it's going to be on right after Top Cops.
Have all black
very
people
excited.
dancing except for one Chinese girl. It always works. I know a guy who did that. It lasted 20 years.
He's pissed.
Unbelievable. And he's pissed. We have more on that for later in the show, by the way. Don Cornelius commented on Stuttering John.
Really?
To a newspaper, yes. Yes.
What did he say?
So do you get in touch with Tawny at all?
Actually, you know what? I talk to her now and again.
Do you really?
Yeah.
God, I could have had her. Was it great? Seriously, I could have. Just tell me, please.
I blacked out.
Was it great?
You know how you can black out in that situation?
See,
you don't know what's
he's
going to happen.
playing it smart, Howard. He won't talk.
Yeah, well, he has no TV show now.
So the girls will
I have
keep
no
coming
forum.
back.
Don't
Maybe if he talked a little bit, he'd have a TV
He'd have a
show.
TV
Yeah, you're good.
If I
Keep quiet
shared.
about everything cool.
But he's going back.
These guys haven't learned from me. You got to talk about that stuff. Otherwise, people don't care about you.
It was, no. It's interesting.
Yeah. It was good, huh?
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
I
could have been there. I could have beat him to the punch.
Oh, yeah, you had her first.
That kills me.
So where did it go wrong, Howard? Where did it go wrong with you and her?
I'm married. That's the only thing that went wrong.
So you had to hold. You basically.
We
had to
met
hold back
we
on
met
it.
on the air, and then we did the Channel 9 show together. She was all over me. She loved me.
Yeah.
Robin will tell you, and Robin doesn't lie.
I mean, right here before my eyes, she
went all over.
just gazed in his eyes and said, "Oh, I could get into so much trouble with you."
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she say that to you?
No.
But you got into trouble with her.
I had to use mistletoe.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I would have done
Excellent
something
work.
stupid like married her. Oh, man.
You have a good job.
What's it like when she disrobes, man? She has such a cute
I
face
was
and
never
body.
allowed to face her during
Really?
that time. I always,
Really?
had to
Always the
stand
lights
front.
out.
You had
Always
to stand with your back.
and just say that I was naughty.
And
just
she's
face
taller
the
than
corner.
you. And she's taller than you.
No, she's not taller. What are you kidding me? I'm almost 5'7".
Oh, you are?
What are you kidding me?
I didn't know that.
Taller than me. Who's taller than me?
Did she talk to you about OJ?
Nah, that never came up.
No?
No.
No, not much.
Although I must admit to being slightly curious.
Did you feel weird, like being her boyfriend and OJ?
I wonder.
Well, was OJ in
like
jail at the
crazy.
time?
I waited.
You better hope OJ was in
Until
jail.
I locked him up. And
Imagine
then I
Jon
asked her
Stewart
out.
got his head chopped off by a jealous OJ.
That would be so wrong.
Where's that Jon Stewart?
Can
Look
you
out.
imagine just that guy even knowing who I am?
Yeah, I know. You don't want that.
It's like a bizarre feeling.
I wonder how he feels about the back of my book.
Well,
That is
I'm
amazing.
sure that.
Is that a real picture?
That's a real
or
picture.
did you make that up?
Guess what?
It's a real picture. Yeah.
That's
Where
at
did this come from?
Rockingham today. You don't think he doesn't have that book today?
Oh, I think he does. I think
I'm
OJ
saying,
has
it's
it.
sitting on a coffee table at Rockingham
no
with
question.
OJ cursing you.
You think Fred's pissed? OJ's cursing me. Everyone's cursing me. Everyone said it was an evil book.
Pure evil.
Isn't
That's
that
a real
amazing?
picture. That's from the Trump wedding.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
hung
they
out.
hung out.
That's when I listen. Want to hear a weird story? Talk
Yeah.
about Tawny Katane. We're at the wedding.
At the same thing?
Tawny's at the wedding,
Right.
and I knew Tawny from the show, okay?
Right.
Because I had her on a couple of times. And I walk up, and I'm talking to OJ, and we're hanging out. And OJ's like the nicest guy in the world. He's like
Really?
Sinbad, gentle. He's not like one of those angry blacks. So he was like the most gentle, peaceful guy. In fact, I only wish race relations could be like that all over the world, Robin. You should have seen it. OJ was so sweet, like we were both the same skin color.
Docile.
It's a wedding thing.
Docile.
Docile. Oh, he's docile.
Why can't more black men be docile like OJ? Yeah, so anyway, boy. So anyway, listen to this. So I'm talking.
You said he was no great actor.
Yeah, what do I know? He's the greatest actor alive.
Exactly.
So listen to this. So I'm standing there and I'm talking to OJ. This is the story of that picture.
Right.
I'm standing there talking. You know, you interview me better than these journalists. You at least ask that one journalist.
That's a pertinent question.
Jon Stewart, that 2020 piece is airing a Friday night. The guy couldn't ask me even one question about the book. He didn't even say, "Gee, what is this picture
How
on
did
the
you
back?"
get this picture with you and OJ?
He had to keep asking me, "Aren't you a bad influence on children?" I know
asked
it's
Oh,
you that?
Jon Stewart. They're doing 2020 Friday night.
What are
I
you
don't know.
talking
It's
about?
going to be the worst piece you ever saw.
Yeah, he leads a Boy Scout troop.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you tune in. I know it's going to be a hatchet piece
Why?
Why?
You get the sense of him?
because I just know it's going to be like every other piece that's ever aired on me. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 2020 piece on Monday. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to play every other piece that's identical to it.
And we
Back to back.
pleaded with him not to do
Do they
the
do this?
same thing.
How do you feel
everybody
about being a
else has
shock
done.
jock?
Yeah, I did the coolest thing though.
Yeah.
The guy was saying, "Isn't it true that so many people hate you? What it's like to be so hated?" I go, "Hated? Let's walk out on the street right now. Take your camera. I'll walk down the street. We'll see if people hate me. People are going to call me a racist. Walk down the street. Two black guys pull up and go, 'Hey man, I love the show.' And I go, so John goes, 'Don't you hate him? He's a racist.' They go, 'What? He's not a racist.'
But they plant that even. I mean, instead
Yeah.
of saying, well, how do you feel about Howard and just accepting it? No, wait a minute. Isn't he a racist?
Yeah. Then like some Puerto Ricans came up. Then women came up because women are supposed to hate me, and they're all like, 'Hey Howard, how you doing?' We're taking pictures together.
Right.
They won't show that. They won't show it.
All the show is him in the corner talking about being a racist and two black guys walking away.
Yeah. So never mind that.
Huh?
So I'm at the Trump wedding.
Right.
Tony Katane.
What you doing in Trump wedding?
She was an invited guest.
Well,
A what?
I think she was with OJ.
You really think they were together?
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
So I'm talking to OJ, and all of a sudden Tony Katane comes up. I go, "Oh, I didn't know that they were friends for years." So I go, "OJ, this is Tony Katane. Do you know each other?" He goes, "Do we know each other?" "We've been friends since high school." He sweeps her up in his arms, and they start to make out in front of me, and I'm like shocked because I'm like, I thought I just introduced the two of them, and they're making out.
Yeah, but what is this high school bit? Isn't he considerably older than she
Yeah,
is?
well, he was making an OJ joke.
Oh.
You know what a comedian OJ is.
Right over my
Later on,
head.
he's like, "Yeah, it was funny what I said to Howard." Huh?
Yeah. Slappy White was his big influence in life. I couldn't believe it. So I'm just sitting there like with this stunned look on my face.
Yeah.
Like what's going
Watching
on?
them make out.
Yeah. And I'm standing there. I'm like odd man out.
Were they doing it as a gag though? Was it like they did it as a gag kind of?
No, they were really making. Well, yeah, it was like a laugh, but they were making out. Nevertheless.
I mean, he had his tongue down his
Yeah.
throat, right?
Yeah. Same place you were, I guess. I mean, you were implying that you went out with her.
Oh my God, I've made out with OJ. Oh my God.
Tawny's
What
hot
does that
though, man.
mean?
I have such hots for her.
You know, isn't she a nice woman?
Oh yeah, she's
Love her.
great. Oh,
Yeah.
she's a doll face.
Yeah, nice
Oh man, what a body.
But this
That's a
is-
woman.
this
That's
is
not a girl,
mind-blowing.
Robin. That's a
You
woman.
get that whole woman essence.
Oh
You
yes.
never know though that something like this is gonna happen. You go out with a guy, you never know what he's gonna.
First
do,
of all,
you know?
Donald Trump was real nice about it because he gave me the picture, and the photographer
Right.
gave me the picture, and
It's
Donald
just a
Trump doesn't
bizarre-
own his
it's
own
just a
wedding
bizarre
pictures.
Picture, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he had to call the photographer and say, "Hey, give it to Howard for free."
What does Trump say about it? Does Trump know him?
Yeah, Trump knows him.
What is? I mean, does he
I've
ever
never
talk
really
about it? He
talked to
sort of
Trump
backs it up.
about OJ, except
All he ever said, to my knowledge, is that who knew OJ was the most famous guy at my wedding?
yeah.
At that
Okay.
time, OJ wasn't.
He said if I knew, I would have taken more pictures of him.
You know what?
Because everyone was ignoring OJ.
That was Trump's writers, though. I'm sure that wasn't him. That's
But I
too
mean,
good a line
OJ
for
was like the
Trump.
nicest guy in the world. I mean, even that little short time we both met him.
Sure.
He was like charming.
Very.
Yeah.
He never saw him
Right.
not be charming.
I'm convinced Ron Goldman didn't know what hit him. He was like, "Hey, there's charming OJ."
What
Yes,
a nice man.
I love white people.
It is an illusion.
He stuck his head in here, and we talked for 10 minutes after he left about how good-looking he was.
Yeah,
And how nice a guy.
gracious.
In general.
Wow. Well, he's on
Like
the search now.
Sinbad, not like Louis Farrakhan.
Farrakhan.
Yeah, not all angry.
Yeah, he was at the Million Man March. He was down playing golf with these,
OJ.
like, 4 Jewish guys in Panama City.
Yeah, while the Million Man March is going on.
Everybody's getting together for solidarity. He's down there like this. Saul, you want to go to the 19th hole and get a drink?
Pretty funny. Anyway,
Unreal.
listen. It's unfortunate what happened to Jon Stewart, but listen, we're being nice to him.
He's still here.
I appreciate the hospitality.
He could make a comeback.
And by the way, this is the last time we have him on.
What?
Because it's kind of
farewell appearance.
it's funny to goof on his career for once, but
Right.
then it could get sad.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No, you're going to do just fine. Don't worry about it, pal. You're going to be at Caroline's.
That's an incentive. Do something to get back on the show.
To get back on the
Yeah,
program.
do something good. Have sex with more girls. Is it harder to get girls out?
They won't talk to me anymore.
And does 20 see you
You
anymore?
know, when you're assistant manager at Wendy's. No, we talk.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
We
But it
didn't
was
really
funny,
go out.
I saw
You know, it was
John-
more like we were friends. We never really went out.
Oh, you never slept with her or anything?
I saw John at the
didn't?
premiere party for Seven, and he was standing with a bunch of guys.
Oh, was he?
Yes, his entourage has become all guys.
Back to obscurity.
Exactly. And every
That's
time I
right.
get a girl walk by and go, hey, wait a minute. Are you Rob Morrow? And then they just keep walking. You know, that's it.
You'll do just fine.
Yeah, let's go.
Jon Stewart, look. You're way ahead of the game. A couple of years ago, you were doing nothing. You were just a stand-up comic.
Doing stand-up?
That's
No.
right. So
It
now
was a
you
good
know.
gig. I enjoyed doing this.
That's right.
It was fun.
Very good. It's a pleasure to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
And-
Good luck with this, man. I hear it's selling like 1,000 copies a minute.
He broke
yeah.
a record.
Doing great.
Broke a record. Fastest-selling book in one
publishing
day.
history.
How's this for a record?
What?
At 5 o'clock last night, which means my book was only on sale for 12 hours.
Yeah.
It was in its 6th printing.
Wow.
They called me from the publisher. A guy named Jack calls me.
Is
Jack
that even
McEwen.
legal?
It was in its 6th printing
Right.
at 5 o'clock last night. It's the fastest-selling book in history. So I called my dad to tell. They weren't home last night. My parents. I was trying to call my father.
celebrating.
They're out celebrating or something. I don't know what they were doing.
Well, didn't they say they would? Did your mother sign books yesterday?
She said, who knows what she was doing.
She's out there
Wait
randomly
till
signing
she
books.
reads what I wrote about her during the nervous breakdown chapter. So, you know, she ain't gonna be talking to me either. Fred, don't feel bad. Called her a dog.
She also said a couple other words, man, is like later on in the book that I went, woo,
I did.
about your sister and your mother.
Yeah.
Utilizing the F word, and I went,
I said they F me in the A.
exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm
Really?
honest.
I didn't
Boy,
They did it to me.
bring that up.
So more laughs.
Oh yeah, a lot more comedy.
Oh, man.
More laughs.
More precincts to be heard from.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving. You're going to have a good Thanksgiving.
And John, don't walk out with that copy. No free copy.
Come on, look at that.
Go buy it. Yeah, what is this?
got
No, that is the guest copy. People get to walk in, and that's it.
so
Yeah.
rude.
The guy's walking out. I got 10 copies. He's
Hey,
walking out.
this show doesn't
We'll
give
get my
gifts.
book, Stew Language.
Yeah,
It'll be
right.
coming out
There
soon.
it is.
And
Yes.
Singlehood.
Stew language.
Single.
That's good.
And,
You should put out a book, Stew language.
right.
Jon Stewart.
all right.
And what's Wishful Thinking? Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, when's that coming out?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. So that'll
Yeah,
be all right.
we just finished it. It's not gonna be
With
out
Drew
for a while.
Barrymore and Jennifer Beals. Congratulations
Yeah.
on that.
Nice
All
to
right.
see you guys.
That was all right seeing you. No, it was great seeing you. Okay, all right. We'll take a break, and then Robin will come back and try and sort everything out that's going on.
I don't think we can.
I don't either. We'll be back right after this.